The good news is that finally we have it up for everyone to see on Amazon Prime. So anyone who is subscribed to Amazon can see it for free, and otherwise it can be rented. It's called Azimuth, Azimuth, and I wrote and directed it in commemoration of the Six-Day War. It was released on the 50th anniversary in 2017, and I think it's probably more timely today than it ever was. You've seen it, right? You've seen the film. And it's a story of two soldiers, an Egyptian and an Israeli, who happened to meet on the day after the ceasefire of the Six-Day War in the middle of the Sinai Desert. I won't give away too much, but
they perceive themselves as enemies.
They obviously, perceive themselves as enemies. The Egyptian does not know that the war is over yet, but the interaction between them that starts as mortal enemies eventually comes to a different outcome, and I think the outcome is something we should strive for today more than ever. But when you bring it down to two individuals, it's much easier to comprehend what the problems are. It's like when, the famously people say it's hard to imagine 6 million victims of the Holocaust, but the story of one little girl, Anne Frank, is understood by millions all over the world because it's enoshi, it's personal, and that's what this film, I hope, will bring to the consciousness of people today, especially in light of what happened recently and has been happening for 70 years, more than 70 years. One other thing I want to tell you is that I am now directing for Netflix the English versions, English dubbing of all the foreign series. And so it's a new career that I've started. It started with Fauda. I directed the third season, the English version of Fauda. And I have gone on to direct a Spanish film called Below Zero, an Italian series called Zero, 2 zeros. We just finished and wrapped another Italian series that's coming out next month called Generation 56K. And it's something that I was very lucky to be able to do during COVID, when we couldn't actually go into studios. We did it remotely, and now we're back. And so I'm very pleased to be directing for Netflix. Thank you, Netflix. And watch, if you can, watch those series, and watch Azimuth on Amazon Prime. And Yechi Medinat Israel, which means long live the Jewish state of Israel. Shalom.